Hello. Hope you all are doing absolutely fantastic today. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back to the channel. And if you're here for the first time, my name is McKenna, and I own a digital media company called Studiosbcreatives. And while I usually talk about things related to cameras and video, I want to talk about something a little bit different today based on a conversation that I had a couple days ago, because it really put some things into perspective about how I feel and go throughout my daily life. And the biggest factor in my daily life is that all the decisions I make, everything I do, is based around the fact that I have always wanted to be seen as the main character. I have always wanted to be the hero in my story and in other people's stories. I mean, if we think back to when we were kids, you and I, we all dressed up as our heroes, whether it be Halloween or when we were pretending, playing games with our friends. We were our Superman, our Spider-Man, our doctors, astronauts, teachers. Like, as a kid, we all had these crazy dreams, but as time progressed, as we got older, as reality started to set in, we realized that our expectations were a little high. And society has ingrained in us this idea that when we aim high, we have no choice but to miss. If we aim too high, it's unrealistic, it's unachievable, and the older we get, the more we get reeled back in by our peers and the people who are in superior positions than us, who kind of have to pull us back down to earth and be like, yo, that thing that you believed it's a little far-fetched. And I feel like that's where it ends for a lot of people. You get older and you start to realize that what you maybe wanted as a kid or thought as a kid just isn't how life is. However, no matter how many times, no matter how many people came to me trying to say that, trying to tell me those things, it never stopped. I've never stopped feeling like what I wanted was too far out of reach. I've never felt that what I wanted in life was too unattainable. I've always had this overwhelming desire to be the main character of my story by any means necessary. And I think it stems from this spiteful place inside me where I have this overwhelming desire to prove people wrong. And I've always had it. Because growing up, I was never the most popular kid. I was never the most liked kid. Even into my, later teens, early 20s, I was never the most liked person. I was never that guy. And I mean, thinking back in high school, kids were brutal. They would literally bully me for the things that I would say or do, or just for barely acting on the ambition to get what I want in life. It's crazy. And the more that I was told no, the more that I was told this is unrealistic, it's impossible, the more I wanted it. The more I wanted to show everybody up, the more I wanted them to feel so dumb for ever doubting me. And I still do it to this day. And I'm not sure if that makes me a bad person or not. I feel like, wanting to prove people wrong as like a life's mission is kind of messed up in a way. But at the same time, I have to try and justify it to myself, because it's not like I'm actively trying to get back at them or making them feel the way that I felt through similar means. It's just that I want to be so overwhelmingly successful in my life that no matter how hard they try, they can't ignore it. That's what I want. I also want people to see the life that I live and feel some sort of envy, because I never had the life that people wanted to live when I was younger. it also stems from this place inside me where I'm constantly thinking about what I want my life to look like for me. Because I don't want to be 60, 70, 80 years old and look back on my life and realize that I wasted all that time. I don't want to regret not doing certain things because society told me that I shouldn't. That's kind of why I'm starting this channel. I want to be held accountable to ensure that I'm living the best life that I possibly can be. My end goal in life, the thing that I want most out of life, is I want some good stories to tell. I want to be 70, 80 years old, looking back at all these memories and knowing that I lived a very rich and fulfilling life in the very minuscule time that I had on earth. And that's what I mean when I say I've always wanted to be the hero. I've always wanted to be the main character. I want that main character aura, as many people do. However, so many people are silenced and shied away from ever even trying. Not me, though. I am finally putting in motion the things in my life to get me there. And the only reason that I'm even making a video about it is because after I upload this, I'm going to feel really dumb if I don't do what I said I was going to do. Because then I will be looking back on this video X amount of years from now, and I will look at myself and I will have let me down. I will have let future me down. And if there's anything I've learned through all my experiences, it's like if you're going to let anybody in your life down, don't let it be yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the only person who's ever going to be there for you. And I really, really don't want to resent myself. So with that being said, go out today, be the main character of your story, do the things that you have been wanting to do. Because the best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time to start is today. So if you found some value from this video, leave me a comment, subscribe, like, do whatever you got to do it all. But I want to hear about what it is in your life that you want to do. I want to hear about the things in your life that you want to accomplish while you're still young. If you're young, even if you're a little bit older, I still want to hear. I want to hear about everything. So leave me a comment and let's talk about your biggest ambitions and what your life looks like as the main character. And I will see you on the next one.